Before we go in, do you have any Oscars nominations, reactions you want to share? Anger, grievances. Have you even seen the
Bugonia
nominations?
Best Picture? Kind of crazy.
I don't know if you're allowed
Kind
to
of
say that to
crazy.
public.
Well, I'm saying it. I saw that film.
I
Kind of
I
crazy.
mean, I'm not really, yeah, I'm not really a big Begonia
Yeah,
fan.
yeah, I noticed. I noticed because of all the films you watched back, it's like the only one you didn't leave a review for.
I didn't put anything, not even
You
in
didn't. I
live.
don't think you put anything on Letterboxd. I
I
don't think
think
you put anything on
when I finished, yeah,
Letterboxd.
I genuinely didn't have like, I don't hate it. Like,
You
no,
don't have the
no, I think I
words.
must have put something about Plemons
Check
and
your
Stone.
Letterboxd. Check it.
Fair.
Check your Letterboxd.
No,
You didn't put anything.
I think the movie is good when Plemons and Stone are acting opposite each other, but apart from that, I didn't really vibe with the movie.
Fair.
So,
Yeah, so
yeah.
that was a big shock for me. Everybody, I think, was gearing up to be angered when F1 was nominated.
Yeah. Gearing
Not
up,
me
well
though.
done. No, 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 not me either.
Not me.
Not me
Not
either.
me.
It's you and I. Yeah, it's you and I. This is why we do this thing.
I think
Trevor, I'm in group
I
chats
think it
where
makes sense.
I'm in group chats where people are angry and they will never listen to this, but I'm in group chats where people are angry and like, I'm like, guys, first of all, do I think it should be Best Picture nominee? No, I don't. I'm not going to be angry
Probably
that
not.
it's there. Like,
Probably not.
no, it's not. But
But
there's a particular movie that came out last year that was the Best Picture nominee and like, this movie is better than that. So let's not even like,
which one? Which one?
it had a sequel come out this year that was completely shut out. Not to my glee or anything. I'm not trying to be gleeful. It's a musical. Come on, this is like,
Oh, Wicked.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. I
I
was
was
so
like, what's
confused.
going
I was
on?
like, what are you talking about? The only sequel that I know. Oh, okay. You meant 2025
Yeah.
Oscar period. I was like, the
Um.
only sequel that's come out this year is Bone Temple, and everybody loved
Yeah.
28 years
Yeah. I'm
later.
happy people enjoyed that. I want those movies. I'm happy you guys
I'm going
enjoyed
to
those
see it.
movies.
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
I actually just wanted you to talk about, oh gosh, about Elle finding being an Oscar nominee. 'Cause I know that was
Very happy.
yes, I know that was
Real.
very nice for you.
Yeah, yeah. But do you know what? Do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm happier that Inga got nominated
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
because I was like, this babe's doing
Yeah.
exceptional work here.
She's the one that should be nominated. Like the Elle finding one is like a happy thing that we can take, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Inga is the one that should be nominated from that film.
I
Like
was like, this
out of
babe
the
is doing
supporting actresses.
fantastic work. I was not sure she was going to get the recognition, but I'm
Me
so
neither.
happy. I
Me
was so
neither.
happy.
Yeah. There were more pleasing things, as is usually the case, to be honest. There were more pleasing things than things. I was not really angry about anything. Kate Hudson was nominated. I was like, okay, sure, you guys can have that. I mean,
Yeah,
Chase Infinity should be nominated, so maybe we can throw our touches against that because that's the spot that Kate
that's
Hudson
fair.
took.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
But then it's like this, like when Sinners gets those nominations, Wumi, Delroy, like I'm happy. That's like I thought that
Michael
was
B. Jordan is the best
I was like, is there
actor
a chance you guys are
nominee.
gonna not give Michael B. Jordan? I was saying this 2 days ago. I was like, you guys actually going to try that?
No,
So
no, 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 no,
anyway.
no.
Okay, let's go into this then. Hello and welcome back to the Popcorn for Dinner podcast. And welcome to the magnificent Stadium of Lights. That's for like 3 people. There are multiple field trips on this week's episode of Industry, and we are sinking our teeth into it all. Joining me once more to discuss Austrian art collections and Sunderland shitholes. Please just don't ask him where that artwork is from. It's Ayo and hey, how you doing? What are you doing?
I'm
This
pumping it up.
yeah, but it's
Yeah,
also
go
an
Sunderland.
audio medium.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I forgot where we were. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Do you know who else is doing great?
Who?
Sunderland in the Premier League.
Yeah, yeah,
They're doing so well.
yeah. Was a very apt, if not intentional, reference to Sunderland in this episode.
Do you think they're prescient? Do you
No,
think that they knew
I mean,
Sunderland would be doing well,
I
and
think
they wrote that
I
into the
I
script?
don't think so. I don't actually think they are that prescient.
Look,
But
look, guys, Mickey Conrad. If you knew, tell me, so I can bet next time.
I'm just like, how did they pick? Why Sunderland? Like that's just like of all the places in the UK they could have. I guess American viewers don't know Sunderland. Like they've heard of Newcastle probably. They've obviously heard of Manchester. Like, but Sunderland is very yeah. Anyway, I did burst out laughing. It's just like once when you remember that this show is actually in the UK and not just like in London, and someone said
Yeah.
you're like, oh, actually, there's other things that only 3 of us will know. Okay, before we get into the episode we are going to talk about in a second, for anyone who's new to our industry coverage, we do have 2 episodes of Industry a week. We have these regular episodes, and then we have the preview episodes with Ebube and AJ and a recurring guest a rotating guest every week. So they kind of like discuss the episode with the benefit of interviews or Twitter discourse and things like that, and then also preview the next week's episode. So please check that out as well. That comes out the weekend before the new episode, so Friday/Saturday.
And tell us who you prefer.
Whoa,
Tell us who's your best industry pundit.
a bit of like friendly.
Who is the Gary Neville?
Is that your best? What are you doing?
No,
no.
Who is the Gary Neville? Who is the Micah Richards?
Yeah, okay. So who is Sky Sports and who is CBS on the
Oh,
Champions League?
yes.
Yeah.
Which of these is Sky Sports and which of these is CBS?
Okay, so let's go into this episode because we have quite a few things to talk about. I'll start with kind of the messages and comments we got from last week. We got quite a few. Many of them were really just kind of people's own. People have a lot of feelings and thoughts about the Henry Mock episode, as you would expect.
Yeah, I mean, we thought that might happen.
Yeah, but generally it seemed like everybody seemed to kind of be on board. Even maybe either they were on board or they were quiet, the Henry haters. But a lot of thoughts on this episode are just people kind of sharing their thoughts in the comments, which we will always appreciate. So please share your thoughts whenever. But there are some that were kind of like more pointed questions at us, and I'll kind of discuss them later in the episode as we go into the separate sections. But first of all, it's 1-1, or rather 1-1 for you and I. Somebody supported your contrarian Dakota Johnson take, and someone supported my very reasonable and level-headed pregnancy in TV shows take. So, okay, but there was one comment about your function versus purpose analysis that I want us to just kind of quickly run through. People really seem to kind of, congratulations, people really seem to enjoy that analysis. You've been quite smart. But this is from Ismail Kaba. I can't remember from Twitter, from Instagram, or wrong platform. Can't remember from Spotify or YouTube.
Bro.
But they said what you said about purpose versus function and its relation to class is top tier analysis. Well done, yeah. Really made me think of Robert's arc from season 1 to season 3 and how he slowly found his purpose while fulfilling his function at Pierpoint. Would love to hear your thoughts on that. You guys are doing great work. Thank you very much. Do you have any thoughts on this?
No, I think it's apt, and that's something that didn't even cross my mind until I read the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it just backs up everything we were saying, right?
Yeah.
You don't really get to have a purpose until you're steady.
Yeah.
And my guy got 500K from
exactly, yeah, from Clemens.
So 500K, and now you can find your purpose.
He's mixing
Before
with
that,
like Mock and Pierre, like
yeah.
So that was
you can find ways to make money now. Like, so it's not his mind.
It's
anymore,
not just surviving. No, I do agree, and like I think it was a great pull. It was only when he said it, I was like, oh yeah, that's actually kind of on brand as well. Okay, so episode 403, it's titled Hapsily Curtain, written by
Say it again. It's titled what?
Hapsily Curtain.
Curtain.
I feel like my accent is changed. At least I tried. Trust me. Like there was for most of this preference, I was like, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say what it means. But then I was like, you know what? I can give it a shot. It's written by Joseph Charlton, who is the only other person that's written an industry episode in the last 2 seasons. And it's directed by Michelle Saville, who's done a bunch of TV stuff. Most importantly, most recently, I think Sex Education, a bunch of Sex Education episodes. What are your thoughts on this episode?
I don't know what you want to say. But it's reached the level
where everything is just great.
It's great.
Good Wife season 5.
Into season 6. Breaking Bad season 5.
Yeah.
Like just everything. Like they're performing at such a high level. Bankole. They're performing at such a high level. Okay, my main thoughts on this are: it was great to get a lot more plot. After last week's really in-depth character interrogation or exploration of the Mocks. So great to see the plot. But then also, there's so much character work here. Someone in particular in this episode is carrying something throughout. Okay,
so we need to talk about that because I don't know what you're talking about. So like,
I think I'm probably saying it in a way that you wouldn't agree with.
Okay.
But there's someone has a chip on their shoulder this whole episode.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I think
I have questions about that scene.
I have questions because I think it's so interesting to their character. Okay, but yeah, great episode. What did you think?
I didn't love this episode.
Bankole, oh my god.
Well, I mean, again, me saying I didn't love this episode is like me saying like I didn't love an episode of like Veep season 4. It's like everything is great.
Yeah.
It's just like
I see what
sometimes,
you
yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
No, it's like, and I also talked about this last season where like when there's an incredible high on this show, especially, it takes me a second to come back to like the median. And I do think last week stayed in my mind for so long that like moving
Mm,
into this episode was a bit of a, I was like, it's not, but I have a take for you. I want you to let me know what you think about this take.
mhm.
We'll find out if it's hot or not. This is the real season premiere.
The story is starting.
Yeah.
It's starting.
And when like I thought about that, I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. It's not a third episode of the season where you're like,
Mm.
keep all the money. Like, no, this is actually now they're telling us. Like, all of the rest, 1 and 2 was really just a prologue. Really?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
hey, this is how Tender got here. This is how Henry, Mock, and Yasmin got here. Now let's start the season
Let's start the story. Yeah.
also this is how SternTao got here. Now let's
Yeah,
start the
yeah,
season of SternTao.
yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's kind of why I had a problem with it on the first couple times. Because I was like, oh yeah, it was like, oh, it felt like 2 episodes of some plot, but really lot of character. And
Mhm.
then now I was like, oh, plot. And I was like, oh, wait, it doesn't feel as good. And then I was like, oh, actually, no, this is now them starting the story. This is the premiere. So yeah, I didn't love the episode, but again, it's like, I didn't love a great thing. Like, as opposed to a 10 is a 9. It's like, I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like,
Understood.
everything that would make this like, this was the first episode. I'm like, we're off. What, like, right? So no, I didn't love the episode, but it was like, slim pickings. I do like that the show is getting into a groove now where like the Christmas episode is always harrowing and the third episode is always a field trip. I'm like, let's have this kind of formats and this kind of
I see.
structure.
This kind of structure, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to start with Stern Tao, but we got a couple of Yasmin comments that I think maybe are worth discussing. So I think maybe we'll start with Tender and Yasmin and everything.
Okay.
I'll start with the comment. So there's this comment from just the handle is just Z. It says it's interesting how Yaz changed her accent this season. Despite growing up wealthy, she's still part of the proletariat. Their fight is the first time she drops it and the Londoner jumps out.
Mm.
The pub guy sees her as a commoner, and the maid scene shows that she doesn't understand the rules relationship between lord and vassal, which we discussed. I'd recommend reading Remains of the Day. Like a fun fact, that particular book was adapted to a film that heavily inspired Mickey and Conrad in the season 3 finale. So you can get the kind of, it's a real kind of like upstairs, downstairs kind of story.
Mm.
Um, she and Whitney bracket parental figures need Henry for his nobility and the permanent security that comes with it in Britain. We
Interesting.
discussed a lot of these points here. The thing I want to always talk about, actually, there's another comment. So this is from John F. Kennedy. But John, you know the word, JAWN. Um, so the comment is, how does Yasmin take her power back after the interactions with her aunt and Henry? Her disgusted look after Henry suggests having a kid left me know she's dying to flip the script. Did you read that as a disgusted look?
I read it as scared. Not scared, but like unsure.
I was cautious. I already was
Yeah,
cautious. Yeah.
yeah.
The Yasmin accent thing, did you catch that?
I caught it in the moment, but I don't think this is the first time she's like dropped that accent.
No, no, no. Did you catch her using the noble accent, like episodes 1 and 2?
Oh, actually, no, no.
So I didn't catch it, but what I did catch, and I was going to bring up episode 5, so that comment was her more constant use and the way she pronounces darling. It's very,
Mm.
I was like, this sounds very like, again, nobility, the crown.
Mhm,
Like, so
mhm,
I'm not great at like catching big accent changes, but like little things like that, usually like when Mock was in front of the committee in episode 6, season 2, and you could tell that he had pumped up the poshness.
mhm,
Um,
mhm.
So yeah, I didn't catch the accent. And this person is not wrong because I've seen a lot on Twitter recently about how Yasmin has done that, and I didn't catch it. But I did catch like the way she was saying "darling" and the way she was kind of like some words and sounds did sound kind of posh and noble. And but yeah, so and it
So
makes
you
sense
think
that
she's trying to play the role
yeah,
now?
100%. And it's like
Mm,
it's still not, the shoes don't completely fit. I think
okay.
we didn't catch it because it's not Claire Foy in The Crown. It's like,
It's not full on
yes,
RP.
it's
Yeah.
someone coming out from London trying to do it, trying to do the accent.
Do it.
I'm not
You
gonna,
do
I'm
it.
not gonna do it. No,
Please now.
no, that was bad improv. That was not yes and then that was no button. But I'm sorry, no, I'm no, but no. So yeah, let's go into Yasmin because I think this goes into the thing about her taking her power back. I don't know if
Mhm.
she was looking to take her power back, but she definitely asserted more power in this episode, right?
Interesting. Yes, yes, she did. But I think she's also cut down a number of times in this episode. So every time I see her, or I noticed her asserting herself, to me, it felt like a reaction to this new world. So Yasmin is now ostensibly a consultant working
Yeah,
with ostensibly
yeah,
with
tender.
Mark
Hmm.
at Tender. So Mark is now CEO. He's the executive, and she is a consultant. But she's really just there as his, I guess, his spine
Yeah, yeah.
and
His sounding board.
his
If you want to
sounding
be
board,
nice,
a balm
yeah.
for him.
Like,
But a couple of times in this episode, I think people tell her either to do something, not to do something, or belittle her in a way in that role. So every time in this episode that, and she does. There's times in this episode where she collects her power.
mhm,
But I always read them, or I read them as reactions to that. So even from the first scene, right, where she's kissing, they're making out in his office,
mhm,
and she says something lewd,
mhm,
and then Henry says, "You can't talk like that in here," and she
mhm,
says, "I can and I will,"
mhm.
and she smiles. So for me, it was always someone is trying to do something to you or take something from you, and then you're taking it back, right?
Okay, yeah. Um, it's funny. I didn't even have any of the. I had one instance where I think she asserts her power, which is an obvious instance, but I didn't
Yeah.
really use any of the kind of like the tender scenes as an example. That kind of makes sense. I mean, the guys, because before he asks, I also ask like, he asked me, "What's your role here?" And then
Same,
he asks, he asks
same.
me, "What's your
I was
role
like, "Why are
here?"
you talking? Why are you talking? There are big boys here. These are
Um,
board members and executive, like C-suite guys.
yeah,
What are you doing? Who are you?"
and I mean, I guess she's not like I think she's also. I mean, this is Yasmin's true talent, really. Like she knows how to do people and
Mhm.
how to use people. But like, I think interesting the scene at the lift where
Hmm.
Henry. First of all, Henry's so pathetic in a way. As like, Yasmin, what do you think? Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's like
What
you
do you
can.
mean?
It's like he
So
cannot
good,
think. But
so
like,
good.
she doesn't. There are versions of that scene where the character again tries to assert themselves.
Assert,
But
exactly.
she's like, well, I think wit is correct. Like she knows the people to play to. Like she's like, I think wit is correct and we should. No, actually, before that, she says, this is not my area of expertise. So she's
Exactly.
playing
Yeah.
herself down, even though she knows that whatever she says, Henry would eat it up,
Will
right?
do. Yeah.
So she,
But I think that was also a reaction to having been asked,
mhm.
"What is your role here?"
But then even in that boardroom ends with her being like, no, 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 no. This is
It's his
Henry's
executive.
decision. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like yeah, it's just kind of this like she's going very close to the line without crossing it.
I
Like,
think the whole first half of this episode is her trying to she's struggling with her role and the power she has.
mhm,
Even after the lift, when Haley comes and confesses that she wanted to sleep
she almost
with
slept
little
with
Jimmy
Jim Geiger.
Geiger
Yeah.
and whatever. And Yasmin says, "Oh, when we get to Vienna, take the night off." And she's like,
Mm.
you can't tell me to do that, actually.
It needs to come from Henry
It needs
or
to come from
Wit.
Henry and Wit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this whole first half was that.
And I had on my notes that I don't know what this means yet, but I have my notes that she's been a lot of brown and beige this season.
Hmm.
Yeah. So if you
You
like,
know, you film guys,
it's
man.
like
Color theory guys.
but I don't know what the theory means yet. But like, it's
Guys.
just, but if
This is
trying
a blank canvas. Yeah.
maybe or trying to like I don't know assimilate,
Blending.
blend in. Yeah, because like
Mm,
I think first time we see her in at the party she's wearing a black blazer, but like when we first see her, she's kind of something kind of brown when she's doing the sitting chart. This episode is all brown and beige, different kind of like gradations, but I think it's
color
all
theory,
brown.
guys.
So I don't know
Man like E didn't notice at all.
Did you just call yourself E? Like
Yeah.
what's wrong with you? Yeah, so I don't know what it is yet, but it was interesting to kind of see that play out. Um
It does continue though. Like when they get to Vienna
mm,
and they're introducing themselves to Moritz.
mhm.
And I forget who
It's actually, yeah.
introduces her as Henry's wife.
Was it Whitney? I mean, it sounds like to be Whitney that would do that. Or
One of
no, it
it.
can't be
One of
Whitney.
the
Probably
the other guy,
probably
the
Ferdinand.
the
Yeah,
European.
yeah, because
The
Whitney would not
European.
do that. Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
Ferdinand.
Introduces her as the wife, and then immediately she goes and consultant. Da, 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 da.
Hmm.
But then, and I thought this was interesting. The princess,
The mother.
the mother,
Yeah,
she's the princess, right?
I think
She
so,
is,
or
right?
something.
Yeah, she is. She greets Yasmin first,
Hmm.
and I was like, oh, is this something that she's been through? Like she understands, like when all the men are around, and then they just want to put you as
Yeah, probably. That's a good,
a babe.
good point. Yeah. I was always waiting for the darker turn to happen with that mother, and obviously it does happen eventually. But like, I was like,
Bro. The whole
anyway,
time.
do let's just do what people have been like. What 20 minutes in, people are like, "Well, I haven't just spoken about it." You asked me last week, what's the percentage chance of Haley and Yasmin sleeping together?
Yeah.
I think I said like
What was your
I think I
answer?
said like 95 or something. You're like,
99.
you're like, you think I'll lose money? And I didn't know it happened the next episode. Again,
Yeah.
Nikki and Conrad just threw all the plots at once.
I thought I knew it. I knew it.
Um,
And also, I want to let the listeners know that I did not watch a trailer for this
mean,
season.
oh god, I'm so happy you said that.
So I don't know what's happening. I've not seen any of these scenes before.
I watched the first teaser, like the very first teaser that has no spoken word or anything, right?
I haven't seen a thing.
And then I had been seeing the screenshot of her say, "Now spit on it," a lot, like
From where?
before this week, and I was like,
Bro,
have I
where are you
forgotten
seeing
it?
that? What sites are you on?
On Twitter? Like I think it's in the trailer. I don't know what to say. So I think that scene is in trailer. So I'm like, wait, is there a scene from season 1 I don't remember? Like I was like, what is going on here? I'd forgotten like there was a trailer out. Then when I saw it here, I was like, oh, okay. What is Yasmin's reaction when Henry and Haley start kissing?
That's exactly what I had in my notes. She looks sad.
And
She looks
I'm
sad.
so confused about this scene. I'm like,
Okay. This is my understanding and my
okay.
play-by-play. So, Yasmin trying to regain her power.
Mm-hmm.
Calabasas has told her, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Henry's executive board have told her, you can't tell Henry, basically, you have no voice here.
Uh-huh.
She knows Calabasas can't enter her. So, she sees an opportunity to exert her power in that scene. But I think even within that, and I think she alludes to this later on, I think still within that, this is a test for Henry.
Like, you should say what? No?
Yes, I think so. Because I can't understand any other way to read that scene.
Yeah, no, I agree with you because my read was like, she's angry that this happened. I was like, this is entirely your idea. Like, this is like, I mean, obviously, he doesn't fight vehemently
He
against
doesn't
it,
fight
but he does say
hard.
no. He does say no. And it's like, you're the one I want. He asks Haley, do you want this? Like, I'm not saying, like, he doesn't, we
I don't
know
know.
what,
Him asking Haley, do you want this already? Like he's already decided he
hey,
wants it.
consent. Like, he's not, we know why he's asking this. Like, he still wants it to happen, but at the same time, it's like, he's just a man. How much more? What do you want? Like, Yazdi, he asked you, if you said no, he would have gone to his shower. And he would have been like, this was all your idea. I was thinking so much of, I'm sorry, I was thinking so much of, I've never played a stadium gig before.
Really good.
Tom Wormsgans, man. I've never played a stadium gig before. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't understand this Yasmin thing. I was like,
Kid's face is so good in that scene though. Like when he's like, Yasmin, what do you do?
yeah, he clocks from the first second.
Oh,
Like the moment she's saying like Calabasas wanted to try to get with somebody and it didn't work out. Like Henry knows what she's trying to do. And you can tell that this is a man that is 10 years older than her. He's like, what are you
gosh.
so okay, yes, I'm a bit, and then the way she goes to sit down and she's obviously I get the whole orchestrating thing. That's kind of the power thing again. But I was
Hmm.
just really confused as to why that was her reaction. Because and I was like, okay, later,
I read it as this is a test for you, Henry, and him deciding to do it proves that he wanted to do it, right?
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It seems a bit harsh because like wanting to do it is
I mean, it's
very
harsh.
yeah, wanting to do
It's
it is
harsh.
very
It
far
is
from like
harsh.
he probably okay. This is obviously giving it, and again, this is obviously with the afterglow of episode 2 where we're in his emotional state for 60 minutes. But like he probably would not have pursued it in the state that you are in right now,
No, no, no. I don't think
right?
he would have pursued it.
Yeah,
I
so
think he's too,
it,
yeah.
it seems a bit harsh to like then, and then it also it's so funny when like he finishes and she's like get off her.
Look,
Henry looks like a child who has been. I'm just like, and the way
look,
the camera stays on him, so it's not a mistake. It's like
look.
intentional from acting, from directing, from writing. I was like,
When she says, turn around on the bed,
and show me your.
open your legs and show me your cunt.
Okay.
And then she blowing out the
Bro,
cigarette.
she smokes so like the way she smokes is
Emmy.
so
Give her
cool.
the Emmy
The way
now.
she
Give
smokes,
her the Emmy
as opposed
now.
to Harper, who's smoking is like anxiety. I was like Yasmin smokes like you're like,
Give her
oh
the
yeah, you
Emmy
started smoking at
right
16 because it was cool. What,
now.
like
Give
when
it to
she
her right now. Nobody will do anything that good this year. Nobody's doing
hey,
anything that
hey,
good this year.
Mihala, we're still good. We're still to see what Mihala's gonna do
Oh
this.
my God.
But yeah, the way she blows it out is so cool. But anyway, she's yeah, and she so how obviously saying
The sound design was also
I mean, they've
absolutely
been, but
disgusting.
that's something that this show has like. I don't think this show has changed in many ways since season 1. That's one way they haven't changed. Like they've been consistent with that
There
sound
was a
design.
lot of
I feel like
squelching.
they probably have that saved on their laptop. Like they don't even need to like redo the foley. It's just like it's just the foley. It's just like we have that audio saved. No, but like, and she says obviously, yes, something that belongs to my husband and in turn belongs to me, which is again nothing of control. But
Mhm.
I'm just it's just a lot of questions, right? Even more questions than answers, I would say.
Yeah.
This three so
It also reminded me of, well, not reminded me, but it played into another theme I was thinking about this episode, but that's mainly on Henry. So when we get to talking about other things, I'll mention it.
okay. I mean, no, yeah. So like we can kind of I want to talk about the actual plot of Tender in a second, but I want to
Okay.
finish all like this kind of like Yasmin
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Henry kind of character stuff. Cause like I would say like it was something I was like, I don't know if I've seen a threesome scene like this before where I'm trying to decipher what everybody's thinking.
Like
Um
it just felt wrong.
yeah,
Like Harry wasn't too happy. I think Haley's a little scared.
but also Turner. Is that the clearest example of personal clarity we've ever seen on TV? With Henry. Wait, like
No, no,
the
no.
moment he finishes, he's like he's so taken aback. It's like what am I just done? Yeah. Anyway, I do think Yasmin is. I'm not saying she's not hypocritical, but I do think she's been very unfair. Especially at the end, she's like, "You wanted it, and I gave it to you." I was like, "Okay, Yasmin." A lot of it. Also, if it had ended with, if she had left the room, this would have been a very different discussion in my
Mm.
understanding of the scene. If she had let them to do whatever they were doing, or they finished and she sent Haley away, again, it would have been it. But like the fact that she lets them finish and then she gets involved and presumably like has a nice time as well. It's like again, excellent edits, excellent cuts.
Oh,
Those cuts will always get me, and they will always
oh.
like they always get me.
Really good
Transition to
cut.
firewall, transition to a sprinkler, all of these things always they always work for me. Yeah, so I don't know. It was very kind of because all those things are there, like you just said,
Uh-huh.
like we her trying to test Henry, her trying to set her power, her trying more unsure, her being unsure. All of them are there, but it didn't mesh to me in a way that made sense. And I think maybe I need to think about it a bit more, which is kind of like my thoughts on a lot of this episode, which is why I
Mhm.
didn't like love it. A lot of things I'm just
Mm.
like, in isolation, it makes sense to me, but I've not been able to make sense as a whole just
Of
yet.
everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
what do you want to say about Henry before we go into the plot stuff? Or does it?
I think Henry is. I think a lot of people have their hands up his butt. I think he's a puppet right now. I think Yasmin is trying to puppet him to
Mm-hmm.
do whatever she wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wit is
Wait.
hoping to be able to puppet him as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that was how I read. That was why I was like, okay, this is just her doing. She was like, hey, I want to show you that I can pull your strings, right? And like, I'm going to tell you that you wanted Haley. That's why you did it.
Do you think the final scene is him be pushing back on that? When he's
I think
like,
he tries to, but then he's like, he gives a very, again, it's not a very,
he's still a weak man. He's still a very weak man.
fair.
Like he's just got through a lot. Like presumably this
To
is
be
like
fair, he did
2 weeks.
say, Haley, don't join us.
Yeah,
So
that's what I mean. As in, like, so do you think
calm.
that's him
Yeah.
pushing back? Like, it's like, no, keep your
Yeah.
plans. And then him asking, who did I marry? Um, it's yeah, and then even again when she says darling, it's just very kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Great line. Great line. Maybe my favorite of the episode.
So this has been called an anti-woke season, right? Mostly because of what Otto says
Mm-hmm.
to Harper. And this idea came to my head yesterday when I was on a walk, so I haven't really fleshed it out. But like, I was thinking about the idea of woke versus anti-woke in season 3 versus season 4, right? And
Okay.
when season 3 came out, we, the world, and also the kind of people in the show were pretending to still care about these things. That's why like ESG was the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't really care about ESG, but we're pretending we care about ESG. That's kind of the state of wokeness the world was in at that point.
Fair.
But by season 4, we're not even pretending to care anymore. Like we're just like all that pretense is gone. As like Otto says, like no more of that woke shit, right? And this episode is not like the best example for it. But I'm not discussing it because this is our first discussion posted. But I think what Yasmin says, like when Henry's like, you can't talk like that in here, and she's like, I can.
I
That's
will.
kind of like the anti-woke thing. Is like, which again goes back to the prologue of like Jay Jonah is fired based on
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
woke.
say.
It's based on the woke shit of season 3, but in season 4, Yasmin's like, yeah, I can talk about that. Now I don't know if they've planted that to be kind of like Henry's downfall towards the end. Like this and the Haley thing are two big things that like
They are.
that could like if Yasmin continues of like talking like that in the office or whatever, considering we just saw a CEO get fired for that. But also the Haley thing, some of the two things that could really kind of bring him down. Going down the episode, going out his tenure as CEO. But then also it's like this is kind of like a jerky one, but not really. It's like the idea that you can put up Adolf Hitler's paintings in a room that is going to entertain like Americans and British people is very much like we don't care about woke anymore. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's kind of like the vibe the whole world is in right now.
Fair. Okay. Okay.
I mean, we can talk about that, I'm sure, as the season unfolds, and we'll kind of see if that actually plays a part into all of
Mm-hmm.
this. I have on my nose that being a professional CEO must be so nice. Like you just come in, do some research, and pretend you love the company. Like when what's his name?
Then
Henry was
no.
doing the walk with Bevan, and he's talking. I was like, oh man, like this is so much like Lumi in the premiere of last season. Like you're talking like you've been here for 10 years, but you haven't. Like your job is just to come in and like be the spokesperson for the company. I was like, this must be so
It's
cool.
hard. It's hard. He shocked me though, the whole voting against his party for the mental health bills.
I was thinking about this. Because I was like, they, as much as making a Conrad want to like make him, like they couldn't make him too conservative. Like, because we still need to kind of still feel some sympathy for
Still
him. Even if
kind of
like,
like him.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like there's the mental health thing, there's the prison reform that they mentioned from last week.
Yeah.
So like he's conservative, but it's still like he's
It's
not.
Rory Stewart.
Yeah, he's closer to Labour than he is to reform. That's kind of what they're trying to tell you. So, okay, let's talk. I want to talk about the. I want to talk about the merger, and then we can wrap up with kind of the Austrian little stuff. I want to really talk about the merger.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Ricky Martin with a Y there? What was your read of that scene?
I have no read. What was your read?
I was confused because it seemed like the only person that knew he was coming was Bevan. It was a surprise to Harry. It was a surprise to Ferdinand.
Oh,
Was
sorry. You mean with the regulator? I
Yes, with
was
regulated.
yeah. Yeah, I was confused. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, who is talking to the PM and is getting the PM to push through this merger?
Because if it's Norton, you would assume that Mock would
That
know.
Mock would know. Yeah. So I was like, it's not Norton. Did Yasmin go to Norton
I didn't think about that, but they would have
to
brought it
get
up,
this
wouldn't they?
done? But like, I feel like she would have told
Because
Henry.
that I didn't check. I should have checked actually. Was that paper one of Norton's papers?
Oh, good shout. I didn't check. No.
Because I also don't know if that's like a real paper or like a this is what we can kind of publish kind of thing. But then
Yeah.
again, it was like positioning Bevan as the next PM, which means she's coming for the current PM's job. So I was just really
Yeah.
confused as to what the power play was in this scene. And maybe I
Was
missed
it
something
PM or
obvious.
just business leader?
Didn't they say, isn't she the next leader
Was
of
it
the Labour
Labour leader?
Party? I think that's
Oh,
right.
okay.
I mean, anyone will go back. I'll go back and check
I'll
for
double check.
just too late. So anyone, let me know in the comments. Um, it was definitely like, yeah, it has to be. It feels more for like business leader because I was mad an attack on Lisa Dern,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But Bevan knew, but she was also not too comfortable.
Like
So
not
clearly,
happy about it. Yeah.
she's made a deal with Norton post Henry's birthday.
Exactly.
But I think I was just surprised that nobody else knew that he was coming to support the merger. Like you think that's at least one person from Tender would have
Like
been in on
Henry
in.
or even Whitney would know.
Yeah, would be like, but they were all surprised to see him, all surprised with what he was saying. So that was what kind of really confused me. They're like, why?
What do you think it means though?
What do you mean? I think like Norton is on. Norton and Bevan have made a backdoor deal, and Bevan is gonna kick out Lisa Den, which
Lisa
probably makes more
Dunn.
sense. That it's like,
Yeah.
and I think Lisa Den is realizing that because she's like the standing. I'm gonna humiliate Henry Mock
Yeah.
and everything, and then she realizes,
Which
oh,
she
this person,
does.
yeah.
Noblesse Oblige was so good.
And then the
So
way he
good.
just freezes.
The boy is helpless without Yasmin.
Whitney is like, who did I hire? Like, bro, are
Who
you
is
gonna?
this guy?
Whitney's like, are you gonna wake up? Um, no, so I do think it's like she's made a deal, and like Lisa is realizing that instantly, like, oh, the person that I thought was like as scrupulous as I am has kind of like,
Was here to back me up. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of. I think I was just really surprised that nobody from Tender expected this or saw this coming.
That's
I was just like,
fair. I, I,
just
I like to take that this was all Bevan. Like Bevan is
fair.
going to try and push this through and then take Lisa's job.
So what's the paper there for? Just to, just to like
To
put
let Lisa know,
Lisa.
yo,
Yeah,
this is what's up,
fair,
bro.
fair. Yeah, Bevan, it could
You don't
be.
have the power in this room anymore,
Is this
essentially.
the first time they're coming for like the left? Not coming for, but like portraying them in, like because the entire we've seen in government has been conservative, right?
Oh, yes, yes,
Yeah. So like
yes.
Labour this is the first time they're gonna like
That they're doing politics in Labour.
they're
Yeah.
gonna Labour just as bad too.
I mean, they lie.
No, they're not. Um Austria, like Yasmin does some stuff. Again, she's smart, she knows what people want. Um I love
Morris,
the scene
man.
with the mother where wait, what's making you laugh?
he said, he said, the Sun King is his political hero. You know, I was going to read about what that guy did.
What did he do? I didn't
Just a
read it. Yeah.
bunch of wars.
Oh,
That guy was just, he was a real, like, absolute power kind of guy.
well, it explains why Henry laughed so much. I also
No.
explains
It's so funny when you understand what the guy's done. It's so funny.
and then it explains their love for Hitler. Should we just talk about their love for Hitler?
That's the thing that's closest to their heart.
Yeah, yes. When you realize what happens in the curtain mates, and like the things closest to
And
home.
what was in the room? Yeah, Hitler. Yeah, fair.
Oh my god. Anyway, but yeah, Yazzie kind of gives him a space to kind of say his piece, and I like the walk with the mother when she's like, I didn't write the exact word, but she's kind of like he talks like this, but really he does have a lot of like most people are on his side that are
Mm.
not. And
Mhm.
Yasmin's like,
Are they?
okay, like,
Are they?
okay.
Ah.
Do you have anything on Tender before we move on to
No, just on
SternTao?
Yasmin. She burps twice with the mother.
I was wait.
I think
Like? Why is that a
think she's
thing?
pregnant. She's pregnant. I
Is
think
that a
she's pregnant.
thing? Is
I
that
don't
a
know.
thing?
I don't know about you, but I think so.
No, but like, do you burp when you're pregnant?
I don't know. That's why I said I
So
don't
why
know.
did you bring that up?
Because why else would they show us her burping twice? Why else? Why else? I can't think of any other reason.
Yeah, fuck it. I've made my peace. We're getting the pregnancy storyline this season.
I think we should update the odds of that one. I think that one is locked in now. 99%.
I mean, someone better tell her she's pregnant quickly because, like, she's doing a lot of things that are not helpful to the baby. Are oysters anything about pregnancy?
I don't think so.
They're aphrodisiacs, aren't
I don't
they?
know a lot, man.
I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, no. Do we see her drink this episode? Does she drink this episode?
Mm, not that I can remember, no. Maybe at dinner, but I don't remember her drinking, no.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, yeah, okay. It's done.
Sorry.
I've made my peace with it. If any show was going to do to be this show, at least because I love them too much. SternTao. I'm gonna assume that this is the chip on the shoulder
Yeah,
character and
man.
scene that you were talking about.
Yeah, man. From the beginning, Harper is testy. She's testy.
Why is she so testy?
Why is she so testy?
This was
From
something that, like, genuinely, I was like, okay, maybe we should have had more time with Harper in episode 2. Because I was just like, I don't like. It's easy to follow because we are so, like, media and TV literate, so I know what's going on. But in terms of the show in front of us, like,
Mm,
I was like, last time we left Harper, she was essentially not top of the world because she just left Otto, but like, this was like the start of something new. And like, yeah, I guess they're just throwing it in the middle, like, no, no, it's not going great,
yeah, yeah.
which, or rather, starting it is tough. But like, she should have known that starting was going to be tough when they were starting it. So, um,
Yeah, but maybe this is I'm thinking back to Harper in season 1.
mhm.
This felt like that. Like the super anxious energy, trying to show that she's the best, trying to prove that she's the
I mean,
best.
even season 2
And she's
with
because of
Blue.
that, she's snapping at
Mm,
everybody. But then again, when you layer that with the history that her and Eric have, it's there.
which she obviously brings up.
Yeah. What is
Should we
this? The
just
Deadbeat Dads Club?
should
I
we
think
just
this might
zoom
be
in on the like triggered conversation?
yeah, let's
Which was the second most I loved this episode after the Hitler reveal.
yeah.
Like when Ken Leog says like it sounds
You
like a trigger.
sound triggered.
I have on my notes that it's the most difficult scene of the episode for me. Because it made
Ooh,
sense and I understood all the words that were being said, but it just felt off for me. It was just
interesting.
like, and I don't know what it is, but like
Is
it
it that you're
just
not
like
really vibing with Eric's characterization this season?
no, not the triggered stuff, not the triggered stuff,
Oh,
like the Harper rant before
okay.
the Harper rant, like no, I'm like I'm I'm fine with characterization, like 'cause it actually makes sense for me. It's like he's coming back into the. If anything, I think he's taking too many risks for someone who has that much money as he does. I
Bro,
was like, bro, just go retire, man.
he doesn't have
Don't
that much money.
don't
He
put up
shouldn't be
10
doing
million for no
this.
risk.
He really shouldn't be doing this.
No, it's the Harper thing. It's like to go
Okay.
from Kwabena being late.
Yeah.
Even that whole scene as well is like Harper again. Are you just afraid? Back to season 2. Are you just afraid of like
That's what I have. That's what I have. I just have like she's scared.
so scared of love, scared of failure?
She's scared. Yeah, she's scared of things not working out.
Hmm.
I think she's just scared. Yeah, she's scared of things not working out. So she
Because
feels like she has to two things. The
hmm
love part, that's something that she can't really control. So she's trying to sabotage it, right?
hmm
I fucked someone else, didn't you? And then he's like, no. So and you still like me? I'm like, yeah. So like she's trying to sabotage it because that's something that she really can't control. Like she can't control how Kwabena feels about her.
hmm
And, you know, like if she messes up and then he doesn't like her anymore, she'll feel bad. Calm. So let me cut that out. The other thing that she feels like she can control, she's now trying to do only that. Like she wants to go all in on let me get this work down. Let's
hmm
get some shots in. Let's make some money. Let's prove to these guys that don't really rate me, like the investors. Let me prove
hmm
to them that I can do something, right? So I think it's a fear and control thing. So I think
yeah.
she's really, really, really trying to only control what she can control and try and cut out everything else. So that's why she wouldn't even like forget their history, right? I think that's why she doesn't even want to be friends with Eric, which is
Mm-hmm.
all he asked for. He's like, hey, I'm going to pay you $10 million, essentially, to be nice to me. I'm going to pay you $10 million to be nice to me, to love me, pick me, choose me. And she's like, yo, we can't do that. Every
Can't
time
be
we try and
friends.
be
Yeah,
more than
can't be
friends,
close.
like it's a miracle that we got this far. But there's a couple of things that she said in that little rant
Mm-hmm.
and I think this is just great, like callbacks to her character and the character when she was like, and I've had to deal with consequences that are not my fault. And it's just like, there she goes again. Like she will never
What did
really
Eric
take
say in episode
accountability.
1? It's good for you to have someone prepackaged
Always
to
has
blame.
someone to
Yeah.
blame. Yeah. And then at the very end, when she's talking to Eric and she's like, this used to be like, this is life and death for me.
Mm-hmm.
And you used to act like it too. And in my head, I'm just like, yeah, then he died. Then he did die. Like, they killed him.
That's true. That's very true.
So he's coming at this from a, hey, I've been where you are. Like, for real. Like, on a very real level. I've played this game. I was at the top of it. I killed my boss.
But this is
And I
only
still
because
died.
Eric said go out on a Tuesday night. That's all. That's all he's done that like betrays her idea. Like
Yeah.
he's not as if he slacks off in the meeting. He doesn't slack off in the meeting. He sells the shit out of SternTao. The only thing that she doesn't like is that he says go out on a Tuesday night. That's all. And like anyway,
But I think
yeah.
another thing is another fold to examine, like another wrinkle there is like, I don't think she's seen Eric, like Eric in season 3, like
Mm-hmm.
how he was with Yasmin, after he lost his, his marriage, his kids, the way he was with Kenny, and then, even though that repulsed him, he was still like very open with Kenny and
Mm-hmm.
vulnerable.
Oh, she
Same with
hasn't.
Yasmin. She hasn't
Okay.
seen any of that. So now she's looking at this guy, she's like, bro, you used to be a monster. And I'm here trying to be like you. I'm here trying to
Yeah.
be a monster too. And all you're doing in this, I was going to say in this episode, but all you're doing today is trying to find common ground with me. Leave me
I
alone.
I really loved that final scene where he's just like you said, just let's be nice to each other. She's like, no.
No.
He's like, he's just again really, really desperately just putting his hand out looking for emotional connection. Like he's trying to fix something with one daughter, he's trying to create something with another daughter.
Mm.
The third daughter, God knows where that one is. That one's apparently having a great life. She's better at sports and
She good.
everything that
She a
she's
good twin.
but like I like the fact that this twin was like, I did have a good time.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be lying. Like
Mostly. Yeah.
yeah, like it's not a case like yeah, deadbeat dad, yeah, but like I'm appreciating what's happening right now, right? Um, as opposed to a situation where like she comes over, he throws some money at her, he
Yeah.
orders room service, and she leaves 2 hours later. She's like, no, I actually did kind of mostly have a good time. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I really like that final scene, but we can walk away to that, even though we kind of talked about it. I think
Yeah.
the Harper thing is that I think there's something that's happening in between seasons that we're gonna find out. I think there's something that happened maybe when she went to America with her mom, something.
Interesting. Okay.
There's like the way she jumps to that, like people talk about their trauma line.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, it was type of thing where Eric, if I was Eric,
Where did this come from?
I'm like, Harper, I feel like you have an argument with somebody else. This is not about me. This is
Yeah.
not about me right now.
Yeah.
So
You do seem triggered, like for real. Like something else has triggered you, not
yeah,
me.
I was like, Harper, you sure this is about me? So I think there's something else that happened. Like
Yeah.
maybe her meeting her mom said something. I don't know. We'll find out. Just want to finish before we go into like the actual thing that they finding. What does she say? Sunderland. Oh, how does she pronounce it?
Sunderland.
Sunderland. Who, what, where is
Who, what,
Sunderland?
where is Sunderland?
Kwabena now has unfortunately been is on Black Man time.
I
Um,
didn't love that, I can't lie. I didn't love that. And then to
and
know he's actually West African, pissed me
from a
off.
character point of view, or from them writing it in.
From me, stop showing our asses on TV.
Yes.
I do not like that.
I wish it's something I could fight, but
Yeah.
I have a lot of Nigerian and Ghanaian friends, and I know what happens there. So unfortunately, I can't be like, I was like, guys, you didn't have to do it. Yeah. So and it was like, I like the fact that it wasn't for any real plots. They just for the joke of like, he's a Ghanaian who comes late to
It's
date.
always late.
Ah, fuck. um, let's do Sunderland. Let's do Sunderland.
You mean the
Ca
SternTao plot?
Yeah, the SternTao plot, yeah, which is quite heavy. I mean, to summarize it, they're trying to pitch to investors who are like, "We don't really buy this." Hillary from season 1 is like, "I work for real pensions.
The railway pension
I'm
fund,
not gonna
bro.
waste their money on this."
Guys, what you guys want to
So
do shorts only? Come on.
so Harper does what Harper does, and she just blurts out the tender thing in the meeting to kind of save the ship. Everybody's kind of interested by that. Um, and then now her and Eric are trying to do the research to actually make the tender shot work.
Mm.
Explain to our listeners what they find in Sunderland.
So in Sunderland, they find that so in Tender's bank sheet, or not bank sheet, what am I saying? In their balance sheet,
Hmm.
they have all their lines of businesses. So they say, for example, 30% of our money is coming from gambling and porn, and then the other 40% is coming from this, and the remaining is coming from this. What they find in Sunderland is that that's all made up.
Hmm.
So what's actually happening is that they're bucketing transactions by the value. So they're going to put every transaction between £0 and £10 into a um, gaming budget, and then
Hmm.
they put another all the transactions into another bucket. So there's no, like, it's not true. They've lied in their balance sheet, and that
Hmm.
means that in places where gambling is not allowed, they're still collecting.
More porn than
They're still
gambling.
Yeah, porn and gambling. They're still
Yeah,
processing payments for porn and gambling companies
yeah.
illegally. So they've lied about, first of all, the business that they're doing. Secondly, they've lied on their balance sheets to like show what is coming from where.
And my impression is that since they fired Jay Jonah, which has probably come out and said, "Hey, we're no longer doing Siren A2C, like we're no
Yep,
longer doing it," but then they're still doing it
they're
because that's
still
the way they
doing
can get
it.
money.
Yeah, because it's a big percentage of
So
their.
if was Witt's always intention was always to keep on doing it, or is he
I think
trying to
so.
find a way out?
No, I think so, because this can't have just started, right? Like they would have been doing this before,
Yeah.
and they have so many.
So
I've
what was
forgotten the
all
guy's
the
name.
whole thing about in episode 1 about how he doesn't want to be a company that does
I think
this?
that is the image that he's trying to build his bank killer, but in order to do that, he needs the market to still believe in them. And the market is not going to believe in you if you take a like 15, I've forgotten how much the percentage is.
Like 23?
Like, yeah, so if you take a 23% cut of your revenue, like suddenly you're making 23% less money. You can't then, like, you can't go and do your IBM Bauer deal. You can't go
Yeah.
and,
So are they're not is it that they're not working with the companies like Siren and OnlyFans, but they are working with like one-off payments, like people that pay for Pornhub Premium?
yeah, maybe all the other companies. Or maybe they're still working with Siren, but they've put like a middleman in between.
Well, they're not working because we know they fired Siren, so they're not working with
Yeah.
Siren for sure. Because I think my thing was like, what I was trying to figure out is like, how do you still keep on doing it without? Because if you're working with Siren, that's public information because they probably trade the company. So like, how are you doing it in a way that you're still getting
Only
the
if
money?
Siren is publicly traded.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
It's
Siren don't have to come and tell you who their payment processor is.
I thought Tender had to tell who the processing payments for.
Mm,
Hmm.
Not
Okay,
really. Like your clients or your customers, you can say that that's proprietary information.
fair. Okay, yeah, privilege. Fair. Okay, okay. But yeah, that's kind of what you've described is kind of like the thing, and they have this kind of satellite office in like Sunderland and
It's
different
not even an
places
office,
where
just a guy, man.
a guy in the
Just one
house.
man.
Um, Sweet Pea.
MVP, MVP, MVP.
Did we know? Is this a new thing for her character this season, or did we? I don't. Did we know that she had? I mean, she was smart, obviously, but did we know she had like people skills? Because when also side note, is Harper just like a very good manager, not like a manager in a company, but like a football manager, where she just kind of knows who to get in. Like she's like, Sweet Pea, I need you for your skills.
Soupy is our only slightly normal British friend.
Fair. Okay, so this could just been the British Whisperer
Yeah. She's not going to carry Kwame as a black man all the way
to
to
Sunderland. Yeah.
Sunderland. Yeah. I think it just makes sense. I think if
Um,
she's going through her Rolodex, it's not going to be Yasmin. It's
not
not
gonna
going
be Rishi, which
not
we'll
going to
talk
be
about in a second.
Rishi. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but did we? Because Sweet Peas is other people's skills. I don't know if that's like a season 4
I think that's just
invention.
another layer of the Sweepy character. But like as a real Sweepy person,
Mm-hmm.
like you always know, like her talking to Yasmin in season 3, talking about Trico, like you can tell.
Yeah.
Like she had followers online. Like she knows how to engage with people.
Yeah.
And also
Uh,
she's just really smart. She's actually just smart.
she is really smart. She like the way she just kind of. I'm a bit sad that Harper doesn't know what's going on, but I think that's for like us, the audience, so that's Sweet Pea can explain it to somebody. But like I'm like Harper, this shouldn't make sense to you. Otherwise,
Immediately.
why are you handling
Immediately.
people's money? Um, Speaking of Sweet Pea, she explodes when she sees
She
Rishi.
loses it. What the heck is
And
that about?
at first I thought it was like, oh, she's exploding because she believes Rishi's the one that like
That
leaked
leaked.
her.
Oh, I thought that too.
But then clearly that's not the thing. She
No.
calls him a murderer, says she's read everything. So for anyone who doesn't like, so now we know that the whole Diana thing is out in public, and
Yes.
I don't know if
And
she
I was wrong.
thinks. Wait, no, you know, now you said that was what was gonna happen. I was
No,
gonna say that he
I
will
knew it would
hide
be
it.
out in public, but like the fact that she thinks he killed her
Oh, okay. You think
means he didn't go
they?
to the
Yeah,
police and like explain what's going on.
yeah. But then, I mean, to think anyway. We've seen Rishi twice this season in 3 scenes, which means there
Yeah.
has to be like a Rishi episode coming. I don't think it's will be like white mischief kind of episode,
No,
but
no.
like there's gonna be like a heavy Rishi episode where we kind of know what's been happening since the finale of last season. But yeah, no, Harper is assembling her crew. There's Kwabena the trader, and there's Sweet Pea. I love what Sweet Pea said. I was like, look, Harper, you left Petra, you left
Bro.
Otto. Like,
So all you do is leave.
I'm
All you
not
do is
an
leave
idiot.
people.
Um, no, but again, it's like I like the idea that like again, it's the whole TV thing, and I keep on saying this, but like now they've reset into
They've got the gang together. They're
a new
doing their
gang,
thing.
a
Yeah.
new gang.
New
Like
gang.
they're not gonna have a new office, which is going to be like our new quote unquote location.
Yeah.
So it's like the TV thing is just kind of like now we reinvented. Right. It's like it's all
Resetting.
the
Yeah.
yeah, resetting. And so it's just excellent and the way they've kind of done it. Um
Do you think Harper sees a bit of herself in Sweet Pea?
I don't. If only just maybe the only thing that like she just sees like an entrepreneurial and like
Sweet
woman
Pea,
who
the
will
only
go
person
after
that's awake.
maybe that, yeah.
Eric
Because
is
like
sleeping. Everybody else doesn't seem to understand.
I'm not saying Eric is sleeping again. I feel like this is so unfair to
He's
Eric. Because
not
like
as
he's
excited as she is. But
fair,
but
yes.
like I
But
get
that's
you. I get you.
yes.
It is unfair because who found out about the Sunderland office? Eric. It's him.
Yeah. I mean he's not as excited. Like I'm sorry, like just there's only like
Yeah.
he's rich
But
and
he died. That's what I'm saying. He
he's
died
post
already.
retirement. Yeah.
Like this is not.
Like the fact that
I
he's even
get you.
putting out 10 million, I'm like, bro, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
He wants a
Um,
friend.
what does Lily Stroke Lara say? Are you her? It's like, yeah. Another excellent Harper fit.
Fair.
Yeah, this suit was incredible.
It's so good. It's so
I was
good.
like, oh my god,
And
this
that's her color, I think.
this money is impeccable. Like the way she's using her money is excellent. We didn't even talk about her apartment in the premiere because we didn't have time.
Yeah.
But that was excellent as well. Like I
How much
love the
money
way
did she make with Petra?
a lot. No, but I think most of her money is from Otto. Because she wasn't a Petrol for that
Ah.
long. I mean, she already had
No, but they ran I've forgotten how much money they made with that position.
what the Pierpoint one.
Yeah, the pair
Wasn't that
punch
much.
shot.
Wasn't that much. Remember, they were like,
Oh,
after we pay off Goldman's fees, it's not that much. Which
yeah,
is why
fair.
like they made a profit, but it wasn't that much, which is why Otto was like kind of disappointed. Like I think she definitely made some money with that. And she was there for like what,
Okay.
a year? She definitely made some money. But I'm guessing like the first few months with Otto, she was making some money as well. Until
Yeah.
he was like, okay, these are my friends. Um Kenny's back. I love that
Yay!
this show could just like draft people in. Like Hillary was back for one scene. Like over
That
the
was really
phone.
good. That was really good.
Um
Um, I think the ending of the episode was incredible.
How do you read the end of the episode?
I think it was a callback to Adler.
So in that respect, do you believe Kenny?
That
So I guess I'm the one that had this thought. Let me explain.
you think Kenny's trying to kill Eric.
Yeah, I'm maybe
Fair.
not trying to, but like I could not think about it. Like
Fair.
again,
Fair.
because the lifts, 100%.
Yeah.
Like so, the lift we've had three. Including this, I've had 3 scenes with lifts. There's this, actually more than 3, but the 3 ones that come to my head are this,
Adler, and
Adler.
then Harper.
Fuck, I didn't even think about the Harper yet. But like when I was thinking about when Harper and DVD see Eric at Pierpoint Services.
Yeah.
And
That was
Eric
what I
is
was
like,
thinking
oh,
about.
that what you're talking about? Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah.
like when he was going to fire Harper.
Oh yeah, that too.
So with this, but this one is the one I shot, like you said, is shot most
It's
similarly
Adler.
to the Eric
Yeah.
one, right? So the Adler one. So like so I guess there's a read where it's just like Kenny saying that line and it's Eric remembering what he did to Adler.
What he did. That was what I read.
Fair,
Yeah.
because Kenny's like, it's not the worst thing anyone ever done. It's just excellent. That's excellent. Ken Long's face is excellent. But then my other thing was like, is that Kenny just being like trying to calm it down before? I don't think so.
Don't
But that
worry.
feels like an extra plot line to add to the story.
Yeah.
Like it's just easier for Kenny to be on their side and he's like, whatever, man. It's been like 2 years. Because it has been like 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
so there's that. But I was definitely like, Kenny, are you? But anyway, but I want to go with the Adler thing because I was just like, the shooting of that was incredible, the way they framed that. Yeah, I think we've kind of run through the plot and character stuff from this episode.
Yes.
I love when an
think
episode
so.
is very evenly divided for us between characters. Well,
Go Sweet Pea, miss you, Sweet Pea.
you're going to see us of her now. She's back in the main plot.
Love you, Sweet Pea.
And like I said, there's a big Sweepy episode coming, so I don't know if that's next week. Do you want to do over headlines?
I
Do you
don't
have
have
any?
any.
I have one.
There's one about clickbait, but I don't have. I
Yeah,
don't love
so
it.
someone says, stop calling it clickbait and call it curiosity gathering. This is at
No.
the...
Is it curious? I saw curiosity. I heard curiosity gap.
Oh. No, head
Stop
gathering.
calling it clickbait. Okay, cool.
Well, whichever way. Anyway, but this is at Jim Diker's office, who is on his way
Yo,
to
Jimmy
Accra.
Diker.
He's on his way to Accra, so I'm sure we're going to be in Accra very soon. If not next week, then the week after.
Yo,
Probably
Jimmy
next
Diker.
week, the way the show moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we'll talk more about him. So, actually, Harper does call him at the end of that her Sunderland trip, and she's like, what if I tell you that what you're thinking is... I don't think Harper has the balls to go on record, but that's going to be interesting to kind of see what happens. Because, again, we haven't watched the trailers, but we obviously assume that this is now firmly in the Harper versus Yasmin thing, because Yasmin is a consultant
That's where we're going to end
Tender.
up. That's where we're going to end up.
And Harper is shutting Tender and probably feeding information as to why Tender is bad. So,
and her friend and Yasmin's pregnant. Damn. Okay, I had one thing that I think we should take odds on in this episode.
Yeah.
What do you think the chances are? Like, what do you think the probability is that the Moritz thing grows into a reform-like movement? Like Reform Party? Because I don't think there's any reason for us to spend that much time on it.
Like what he's like,
unless
the article he wrote? Is that
the
what
article he wrote, Henry's immediate and like his lambasts Yasmin for doing it. He's like, this is not something like this is a national paper of record. And you're allowing this guy come and say these things on the paper.
So you think someone in the UK will like take it as their banner?
I think that's my I think there's a good chance. I'm gonna give them a 65% chance that this grows into like a reform like thing.
I would say 45. I'll just go just below 50. I do think if this was, and this is again, I do think this was Succession, that's a thing that would happen.
Fair.
Because that's the thing that they would do where like, but this show is so notorious for like keeping plot lines to one episode.
Yeah.
That like I can see that we just never see this again.
That's fair.
But like Succession, we see they'll mention like what's his name?
I bet
Mo,
we see this again, and you bet we don't. Fine. At the end of the day, somebody will be right.
That's
somebody
true.
will be you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I like that your camera shook when you said that, because that was you just being unnecessarily aggressive. No, I think I'm just going just below 50, just because it's possible. but I do think I'm on the maybe not, but just below
Fair.
50. You have a favorite line?
Oh, I have many. I do
Okay.
think my favorite was, "I won't hurt you just by knowing you." Oof, Eric.
Also, you have siblings? It's just like,
That's so good.
oh no, no,
And
wasn't he
again,
was like, do you have siblings? And she looks at him like,
it's not his fault. It's not his
and she's
fault.
like, so later she's like, do you have a twin? She's like, no, because you've never mentioned. He's like, I'm not a
Don't
mind
mention.
reader.
Don't mention. What was your favorite line?
No, do you have any others? You say you have many. Like,
Yeah, I have a bunch. Lily saying to
eh,
Harper, "You really shouldn't be thinking about
thinking
me."
about me,
Killed
yeah.
me. Killed me. Don't be so fucking weird. Hard-coded, I'm afraid. Um, the Sunderland one I had.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ryan must have a pretty lean scene in Vienna. Not that it's good or anything, like, but the delivery there was so good. Give her the Emmy. Give her the Emmy now.
Just remember that you're on Marisa Corner when like
Prep
Mahala
scene.
has a big episode and I'm on Mahala Corner. Just know that you're on Marisa Corner.
I mean,
Um
we'll see now. I'm ready to change my mind based on new information.
Look, at this point, I'll take whatever. I saw somebody like being like, if Kit Harington wins the first Emmy for this show, I was like, I will be very happy. I just want this show to win an Emmy. Like, I don't at this point, I don't care who wins it.
So it actually doesn't matter.
Like,
Doesn't matter at all.
my favorite is like an interaction is not a line, but is when when Eric and Harper are talking about Kenny, and Eric is like Goldman still. Harper is like Deutsche Bank. Like, Eric is like, oof, ouch. I hope he didn't fall off the wagon. It's like,
It's
so as
good.
someone from the outside looking, I'm like, I thought Deutsche Bank was like a big bank. What's going on?
It's a big bang, but everybody in the industry didn't.
Really?
Yeah, they shit on Deutsche.
Ah, oh, that's fair enough. I thought of our friend who used to work at Deutsche. I was
Same.
like, okay, so yeah, we did a good episode. Like I said, not a good episode for me, but like,
And it was great.
guys, thank you very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the show, but also of the podcast. As always, you can comment, you can leave your comment to Spotify as well or on YouTube. If we don't get to talk about it on the podcast, then I'll respond on YouTube or on Spotify, wherever you do comment. And
You really just
again,
be twerking
Twitter.
for engagement there.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of engagement, please like and subscribe. Like, yeah, I need money. Like, guys, we need money to sustain this. Like, anyway,
Do OnlyFans.
well, I mean, I would lose money doing that. Can you unsubscribe? You're not already subscribed. Anyway, okay, guys, thank you very much for listening. Join us next week when we'll be joined by a good friend, William Goodman, one of the biggest industry heads out there. Yeah, I'm joined by William Goodman and Daniel Kaluuya. Bye, guys.